Hey Adam, what you got there?
It's my planned test results. I just do not know how to read them. If only I had a radio DJ to show me the way.
Well, guys, that's why I'm here. I'm Frito from Aggieland's only hit music station, Candy 95 and Morning Candy. And I'm here to show you how to use this plan test to determine what you can do with the rest of your life. You could be things like a doctor, a lawyer, or a radio DJ if you don't enjoy things like money or success. I know, I'm amazed too. Let's get into the test. The first thing you're going to see when you look at your plan report is you're going to see on the top your composite score. Now, the composite score is just the overall score for the entire test. For instance, this student got a composite score of 35. Now, below that, you'll see how they fared in different subjects. English, they got a 22. Mathematics, they got a 21. They did really well in reading with a 27, and they were off the chain in science with a 30. If you look to the right, you'll see how these scores break down in your school as well as in the rest of the state of Texas, which is really good because this will give you an idea of how you're stacking up to the other students in your grade and what your competition is going to look like when you're going to apply to whatever school you're going to apply for. As you move right, you're going to see what's an estimated ACT composite score range. As we all know, the ACT is a very important test when it comes to getting into college. This student can expect to get an ACT score somewhere between 27 and 31, which is a great thing to know because it can help you plan on what would be a realistic college to apply for and what would be a realistic goal for a college that would accept you into their program after you get done with high school. Below that, it's going to change. You're going to have your educational plans after high school. That's going to be something you enter. So depending on what you put there, that's what you're going to see. As we move down the form on the front side, you'll see a college readiness evaluation. Now, what this shows you is students scoring at or above benchmark scores and taking college prep courses throughout college. Are you likely to be ready for your first year freshman college courses once you leave high school? As a sophomore, this student is already testing at above, so they would reasonably be expected to do very well once they move on to college. Now, as you move to the right, you'll see admission standards. Every school has different admission standards. Some schools have very selective standards like Harvard and Ivy League schools, and then there's some other schools that have open admissions where you really don't need as high of scores or as many requirements to get in. Now, when you combine your estimated ACT composite score range with the typical scores on the admission standards, you get a really good idea of the range of school that you can apply to and have a reasonable shot at getting in after you're done with high school. Below the admission standards, you'll see a box that says Profile for Success. This is another thing that you picked out. This particular student has a desire to go into the healthcare industry. That's what they want to do in their head with their career. So depending on what you enter, that's what you're going to see there. Now, as you move down on the second half of the front page, you're going to notice what looks like a giant pie graph, and then to the right of the pie graph, you're going to see a whole lot of careers. This pie graph is called the World of Work Map, and it's your key to hundreds of jobs in the work world. The map shows 26 career areas, and it groups them according to their basic work tasks that involve different things like how you interact with people, how you interact with things, data, and ideas. And because each career is different, and each career has a different mix of the tasks they're going to want you to complete to be successful at the career, you're going to find different careers that fall all through the World of Work Map. In using the World of Work Map, you want to take your career that you think you want to go into and see if it applies to what you know you're already good at. Now, if you're not good at the things that are required for your career, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It just means you have to work harder in those areas in order to improve, to give yourself the best opportunity for success. You will notice Radio DJ is nowhere on the World of Work Map because it takes no discernible skill to do that job. The back of the plan score report is something that can be very useful to you. It's basically a breakdown of the entire test, how you answered, what you got right, and what you got wrong. You can use this to find out your strengths and your weaknesses in answering certain types of questions or even specific questions, and use that to prepare for your next test. So hopefully you'll continue to grow, continue to improve, and continue on your journey on your way to college. The best part about this score report is that it has a website attached to it, www.planstudent.org. Log on and you can find out pretty much an answer to any question you could possibly have about the PLAN test, the ACT, and also how your score report is going to fit in to your future career goals. Make sure you sit down with your parents and discuss this test. You're sure you take the time to discuss your PLAN score report with your parents. It's a great way to get some insight into maybe things that they see about you that you might not even see about yourself. Maybe they see something in you that could open you up to a different career or a different plan or a different college even. And you want to share that information with them so they can share the information that they've got from years of life experience with you and help you make the best decision possible about your plans coming out of high school. Also going to get a booklet with your PLAN score report that has all the stuff that I've talked about and a whole lot more about how you can use your PLAN results to target where you need to work as you get into your final 2 years of high school. Look at the book, read it through, try to understand it, and use it to your advantage. There's a lot of great resources in here, and they can really help you pick out some great career paths and some great opportunities for college or any kind of education after you get done with high school. This video is brought to you by the Gear Up Initiative. Gear Up is a grant specifically designed to help you after high school continue your education. It's a great resource, and we're very grateful to have it here in Bryan.